Who we got here? Okay. All right. We got Pete. What's up, Pete?
What's up, buddy?
All right. So me and Joe have not watched it.
Not yet.
We have not watched it. So I'm gonna wait for who we got here. Joel. Let me mute that.
Why is this fucking thing just not on YouTube? Like,
You gotta go to Sony.
Link?
If you go to Sony's web, I went right to Sony Pictures on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. The fucking algorithm is all fucked up, man. I'm just searching Spider-Man 2 trailer. You'd think it would pop up, but no, that would be too easy.
It's 3 minutes long too. It's a long trailer.
It's a long movie. It's almost 3 hours.
Yeah. These Marvel movies are going to try to get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to being fucking 3.5 hour movies, man. I'm telling you.
I'm okay with that, but they better put an intermission in there. I'm old. I got to pee.
I tell you what, if Endgame didn't have one, that fucking movie felt like it was forever.
Yo, I didn't even, I had no soda, no water, no nothing. I had like lifesavers just to, making sure I was not going to the bathroom at all during that movie.
I'm going to be doing the same tomorrow, Pete, for Eternals.
Is Eternals that long?
So 2 hours and 40?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Christmas.
But I will tell you, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it. It won't feel like it. All right, here we go. Here's Joel.
All right.
I was about to say, goodness
Let's do this.
gracious.
Can't wait.
All right. Let's wait for Joel to pack in here. I haven't heard from JD, so.
The suspense is killing me.
All right. Hello there, beautiful. Did you watch it already? None of us watched it.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, none of us watched it. I figured you did. I told Joe you did. All right.
I had no idea. I thought we were gonna watch it first, and
No. I didn't specify. You're fine. I told Joe I didn't think you could wait. Because it's right there. It's right there.
Yeah.
Hit the play button!
All right.
Yeah, I can almost grab it.
No audio.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe. Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap. You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. Sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe. You're not gonna take this away from me.
Peter, you're struggling. Have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. December 17th, exclusively at movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
I told you.
Wow.
I told you they weren't going to show them.
Oh.
I'm shocked
Bro,
about that
holy
part.
shit.
I unfollowed a YouTuber today because of that. They literally came out and said they're not in the trailer. I was like, all right, well, thanks for ruining it for me. And I just unfollowed them.
I mean, here's the thing. He just gave us our confirmation that they are in the movie. The very last line sounds like he's saying there's more coming through, and I can't stop them from coming through. I doubt you put that line at the end of the trailer when you've already shown all the villains that have already come through.
Yeah.
I'm just more trying to grasp giving MJ the Gwen Stacy treatment. The holy shit.
Did it.
Wait, what'd you say, Joel?
So the cartoon did it.
The cartoon did do it. The cartoon did do it. It was MJ, not Gwen. Wow. Wow. Everyone looks great. That Green Goblin suit, they only touched it up. It's the same fucking suit.
Yeah.
And if you look closely enough, it fucking looks like Hobgoblin is in there.
I thought that was the idiot. I'm hoping it's not the idiot from the Amazing Spider-Man one. What's it when Harry got all goblined out?
I think it might just be Norman with a more updated suit and glider.
I was actually thinking when I first thought when I saw that, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's just going to be an updated. Maybe that suit gets destroyed or something like that. That's where those we're seeing concept art of him in a different suit.
Yeah,
I was thinking, dude, it almost looked like Franco's fucking Goblin, the new Goblin, whatever it was in Spider-Man 3.
Right.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah.
Well, it also looked like Doc Ock had some crazy. Everybody's saying he's gonna get Stark Tech. So
that's what it looked like.
Well, it looks like he absorbed the Iron Spider suit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it looks like he magnifies, not magnifies it, but like it's like a magnet, and he just kind of like sucks the
right out of it,
spider suit. Yeah.
I'm with that. If Green Goblin gets a hold of some sort of Stark Tech for a new Goblin armor, I think that's cool. Hopefully, it's got some purple in it.
I mean, it looks like this movie might have, and no pun intended, it might have the legs to expand to numerous different MCU projects. Because if these guys do get a hold of Stark Tech, I think this might be the birth of Armor Wars, to where people are finding out that it is more vulnerable to get Stark Tech. He fucking has it on a child right now.
But Armor Wars is coming, right? Isn't that one of the TV series? That's what I thought.
Yeah. So this was great. They really kind of just expanded on what we already knew to be true.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this trailer did give us our confirmation.
Pretty much.
Him just saying you're not Peter Parker.
Yeah, that line alone leads you to believe at least you're going to see them at some point. But how great was that? Just you actually didn't get to see them. They didn't overshow like they always do in spoilers.
I'm happy they didn't.
I'm pretty happy.
Apparently, it was I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joel.
No, I said I am too.
Yeah, apparently that was the rumor had it. It was a struggle between Sony and Marvel.
I guess Feige won.
What are you looking at, Joel?
The whole Electro, it looks like his mask, but it's like the lightning.
Yeah. All right.
That's so
Let's
cool.
go back.
My only question, the only thing I was confused about with what Strange says to Spider-Man about their fate. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought only Doc Ock and Goblin are the one that's actually died.
Yeah.
Does Electro die? I know
Electro
for a fact
kind of dies.
Lizard doesn't die, and Sandman didn't die. So all their fates don't die with Spider-Man.
No, but I think what he's probably alluding to, because again, if any of the rumors are true, and that's not really Stephen Strange, that's someone else. He's alluding to the idea of the only way to stop them, to right the ship, is to kill them off. I mean, think of everything we just saw from the TVA. The TVA wasn't just, let's put you back where you belong.
Yeah.
They kill you, they eradicate you, and get rid of you to cleanse the timeline.
Their fate was to die, and now they're alive.
Yeah, I'm also not. I don't know how I felt about that Scooby-Doo line. Felt a little.
I
weird.
love that Scooby-Doo line. It's a bunch of kids. I love that Scooby-Doo line.
My issue with that line is, did he just say that he fucked it up? basically, or they said we.
Hold on, time out.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's literally right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's bring it up.
I do like that suit though. So that's his suit inside out, correct?
That's the black and gold. Yeah, I think it
I
is.
know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. Sorry, kid.
Also, let's keep this in mind. So what you were saying, Joe, if we're connecting some of the dots from this trailer, just this trailer alone, this looks to be right after Peter stops Doc Ock on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, Peter at this moment has only come in contact with Gob and Doc Ock. So that might be what Strange is referring to. These two, their stories always end with Spider-Man being the reason they die. And then after this, I think is when you start getting more. And then obviously he's not referring to them.
All right, because I know at one point we know at one point from the previous trailer that Lizard gets entrapped in that cage or whatever it is that Strange has built.
Yeah.
So Lizard's also one of the ones that trapped. But like I said, his he never meets his demise. He just gets sent to that jail or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm looking at a zoomed up picture of the that goblin. It looks like Willem Dafoe. Just
okay. Yeah, no, it's probably just in a different. Yeah.
Well, it's just him without the mask, probably. And
yeah, he has a hood on. He has a hood on, no mask. But no, Joel, it's like a it's none of that armor. It's none of that armor at all. It looks more streetwear with a completely new glider with a new
That's interesting. Then.
Pumpkin bomb.
Can you get it on the screen or no?
Yeah. Let me send it to myself and I'll put it on the screen now.
Okay.
So, Joe, I'll start with you, man. Like, was this satisfying? Was this?
It was. I remember. I was never an advocate for showing Maguire and Garfield. I always wanted that to be a secret, But like you said, and I agree with you. At this point now, I mean, it's out in the open. I mean, it's literally everybody knows it. It's going to happen. So, I probably would have been okay with maybe not showing them completely, but just some type of, whether it was just like the feet of two different Spider-Men standing in front of him, where you can see there's three of them on the screen at one point or something like that. Didn't have to show their faces, but no, I'm going to definitely, once we're done here, besides doing a live reaction on my own channel, I'm going to be watching the shit out of this thing. I mean, I told you before, even what we, before we went on, it had 1 million views with, it was on for 4 minutes. It was on Sony's webpage for 4 minutes, already had 1 million views. So, yeah, no, I'm satisfied. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. So see, it's a completely new glider.
Yeah, but who's piloting it?
It looked again. You see how grainy it is.
It does kind of look like Defoe, though, a little bit.
It looks like Defoe.
Because I mean, think of it.
Well, no, think of it. I don't think they would have been able to hide that. Think about how much information we had previous to that magazine coming out, where it confirmed all the villains.
Yeah.
Right? We had known that months ago. So I'm like, if there were other goblins or other characters, I find it very hard to believe they would have been able to hide that. So even like these aren't pumpkin bombs.
No.
Those
are tiny drones.
Yeah, those look like drones, and this isn't even his suit. This is all new, and that's a hood. That's a hood with some glasses, and that's a completely new glider.
Yeah.
Goggles.
Yeah.
And a completely new glider. So yeah, this will be interesting. It looks like they all get teched out. I don't know who teched them out.
Well, remember what I said? They updated the original Spider-Man website from the Garfield one, and it basically said something about a merger between Oscorp and Stark Industries. Not a merger, but there was a deal that was going in place to keep, and I think that was in continuity with what's going on in this film. So this might be Stark. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on, but this is all new.
If it is Oscorp, I'm anxious to see how they set it up, because there's been no seeds planted of Norman Osborn at all in the MCU.
I know.
So it'll be interesting to see how they set any of that up.
A lot of question marks.
For sure. But this was, like I said, this was enough to make me go. Tickets need to go on sale. Make tickets go on sale now.
Yeah,
29th is going to be the tickets.
Like, I'm so used to Marvel doing that in concert to where it's like, all right, here's your final trailer, tickets, go.
Yeah, no, that is
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
That is something they normally do. I know this Star Wars trailers did that for the 7, 8, 9. As
But
soon as they dropped that trailer.
It's the best marketing because if you see that Batman trailer and then they go tickets are on sale, you're more inclined to buy your tickets right then and there because you just love the trailer so much. What'd you say, Joel?
He said when you botched that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he botch a spell?
No, Strange says that
Peter kept talking while Strange was doing the spell.
I still don't see how that's his fault. I don't.
Well, in Strange's mind,
you're the Sorcerer Supreme.
To be fair, two things are working against both of these guys. One, Peter does not understand magic. Two, Doctor Strange is clearly dealing with something well out of his realm, which is why Wong told him don't do it. But remember, Strange in the first trailer kept saying, "Stop talking." Like you're messing it up.
Remember that. I'm just saying.
Like, shut up.
You could be the best driver in the world if somebody's bothering you or annoying you or even what's the word?
Distracting.
Distracting. Thank you, Pete.
Yes.
Couldn't think of a simple word like that. Distracting you, you're not gonna be able to drive. So he was distracting him with stupid question. I don't know. I mean, there's probably gonna be more to that scene than we got in the trailer.
I will say though, I understand what Joel's saying. I agree with Joel. I don't think it's Peter's fault. I don't
either.
I think it's a healthy 50-50. I think it's the ignorance of Peter, and I think it's the over confidence of Strange that led to that spell falling apart. But I do love how Strange is just like, no, you fucked this up. And it's like, but you did the spell that you weren't supposed to do. No.
And now you want my help
to fucking did. And I love how Strange is yelling at him like, you guys fix this. And it's like, I think you're remembering
Scooby-Doo it
wrong. Yeah.
I think you're remembering these events wrong.
Everything seems weird about that scene. Like, I want you kids that have that don't know what the fuck you're doing to fix it.
That's what I was talking about. I mean, they used the Scooby-Doo thing too, but it's just like, all right, you were pretty much the cause of it, even whether you want to say Peter distracted you or not. But you're like Juwaan, like you're saying, he's the Sorcerer Supreme. You can't help them; they got to do it themselves.
Right.
I do also find it funny because, again, remember, there was an original rumor saying that Strange would pose as more of a mentor to Peter. I've not seen that once in any of these two trailers. So I'm kind of looking at it as no, remember when the original rumor was that Strange was going to be more of like a mentor to Peter because of the death of Stark.
It was just the way the article wrote it. That's
right. So I was saying you don't see that in any of these two trailers. So I think it leans more to Strange has never had to really interact with a child in this capacity. So I think he's approaching Peter like an adult when he's saying, "Go fix this shit." And Peter's like, "I think you're forgetting I'm a child. I don't know fix what. I don't know."
But he did it. Or somebody did an interview recently. They said he's not his mentor. He's an associate.
Right.
We also, if
I've
only seen the trailer like 1.5 times now, but if I'm not mistaken, it looks like he's going through a portal himself. We don't know where Strange is going, where they're supposed to be taking care of things. He might be taking care of something bigger.
Well, we know once this dam breaks, we know Wanda's on the other side and Kang's on the other side somewhere, just like fucking everything up. Strange is just like, all right, enough out of everybody. This is too much. All right, let's do one more watch through.
Oh, okay.
One more watch through. Love his Ronin shot right here.
Got bit by that spider. I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
They didn't show any court scenes in this trailer.
Not one. That lets you know. That lets you know all you need to know.
You botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Hello, Peter.
what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to
Wait,
send
hold
them
on.
back.
Yeah, what is that bill? Is that Oscorp?
Yeah, that
What
looks
is
like
that?
Cap's shield.
It does. Is that on the Liberty?
Yeah, hold on. Oh, that's Sam.
What?
No, maybe it's not. Maybe
It's
I'm
Steve,
tripping.
probably.
No, it's definitely somebody holding the shield. But what is up? Are they making
They
the
built their
Statue of Liberty
statue.
hold the shield?
Maybe.
No. No, it just looks like a building where at the crescendo of it is Cap's shield. So maybe that's
No, it's not a building. What that is, that's Liberty
That looks like a
Island.
big ass statue.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big statue.
At
That
that
picture is
point-
they're making that picture a statue. The problem is where?
Towards
Like,
the end of the
where?
trailer.
Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Because the way I'm looking at it, it just looks like a building with just a shield
Yeah.
up top. But I see what
No,
you guys
because the only reason why I know that is because towards the end of the trailer, that scaffolding that's all
Right.
around it starts to come
Right.
down, and it shows you the
That's
Statue
what
of
it looks
Liberty.
like. It looks like scaffolding surrounding a statue.
So
Okay, I
You
get
can
but
see the arm.
that
That's
is a shield, though.
Yes,
There's
that's
a
Cap's
big
shield.
That's
That's
a big
probably
shield.
Steve. It's probably Captain America, like Steve Rogers, Captain America.
Yeah. And that's what the completed project is going to look like. They're showing you. I think that's what that image is on the bottom.
It's a new statue in New
Yeah.
York.
That's interesting. That's
Was the
really
Statue of Liberty destroyed during the blip? No, right?
No, well, you could see Strange is on the fire on the torch
Yeah.
in the last scene.
Okay.
We'll see. Watch.
All right, let's keep going.
I'm probably right next to
There are
fucking
others out
Old
there.
Liberty.
We
Yo.
need to send them back. So
All right, definitely got to pause here. That is sick as shiznit.
Yeah, his the
So,
magic suit.
so what we can assume here is when Strange said, "Here, you handle this," it seems like Strange said, "Here, I'm going to give you a little bit of magic to go with your tech, for you to be able to actually do what needs to be done here."
Mhm.
And this is such a beautiful blend of
Yeah.
science and
I
magic.
love how you can see the wires coming out of it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's
The
cool.
shot of Electro just behind him, like,
Yeah. Bro,
Like-
Electro looks nothing like Electro from Amazing Spider-Man.
No,
You sure that's
he
the same Earth?
Do you think he's supposed to be sending these people back to their own universes?
Okay, so this is what I think. I think
Send them
Strange
back.
wants him. I think Strange wants him to kill them.
Yeah.
I think Peter figures out that he could just send them back
Okay.
where they belong, and I think that's why Peter's trying to take the box, because he's trying to just put them back where they
Capture them
belong,
and put them
Okay.
back.
rather than killing them. Right. I think Strange at this point is like, look, I got Wanda here, I got Kang here, I got Loki there. I don't have time for this. Murder everyone, Peter. When I get back, we'll deal with it. Like Peter's like, I'm being accused of murder now, and you want me to murder more people.
this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Why does her MJ keep dressing like the bad guy from Home
They're
Alone?
flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
That's gonna hurt.
Sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
You know, take this away from me.
All right,
I
hold on.
love that
You
shot.
guys love that shot. So let me try to pause it at the exact moment.
You know, take
Look at-
Bro,
That is great.
First of
Talk
all,
It is.
about
time out.
finding
Can
a loophole.
I say this? I want to thank Kevin Feige and what's his name that directed this to hold on to that character's New Yorkness by giving him Tim's.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, to where it's like, no. He has to be a true New Yorker. But we'll add the elements of the Electro suit around it. But keep those
Mhm.
Tims. I like that touch. But
I love
that's Electro. That's
Yeah.
Electro, bro.
Yeah,
That's
they
awesome.
they found a way to do the mask without actually doing the mask. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my! And I love it because it's like that suit is ridiculous. It's like trying to picture Michael Keaton in that original Vulture costume. It's like, no, you
He
got to do
almost-
something different that makes more sense. This is perfect.
He almost looks like he's wearing two Nintendo Power Gloves. Now
And I
I'm
love
playing
that
with
he's
power.
sustaining himself. He found a suit so he could sustain the electricity. So
I hope they don't make him a pushover like he was in the beginning of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, all like, you think he's going to be like that
Like a
same
geek?
character or no?
He
no.
already doesn't look like that character.
I was about to
No, I
say
know.
Tim's by man. Look
Exactly.
he's very angry. He seems
Yeah.
more Jamie Foxx here. And
Yeah,
less,
that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, he seems less Urkel.
Good.
Yeah.
This is
They'll comb over.
yeah.
Wait a minute. That's an interesting shot.
Yeah, that's Liberty's head.
No. So does Doc Ock try to help Peter catch?
I'm kind of thinking that he might at some point because they're like sitting there having conversations with him in his, underground lair or
Right.
whatever.
They capture him early, it seems like.
I'm wondering if it does kick into him of the last time he's interacted with a Peter, it was him realizing that the chip is what was making him do that. It wasn't what he really wanted to do. Because this Doc Ock seems way more willing to help Peter than the Doc Ock.
Oh, you know what
Spider-Man.
they're doing? I just realized. You know what they're doing? They're not repairing the Statue of Liberty. They're changing it. I thought they were gonna.
It seems more so like this. The Statue of Liberty might be holding the shield instead of the
No,
flag.
but I think, like I said, the reason why they have that picture of Steve, I think they're gonna. Which I don't know why they would do that in a Marvel movie. Why are you gonna take down the actual existing Statue of Liberty? There's no way that's possible. There's no way that's what's happening. Maybe they are adding the shield to her.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that makes more sense than putting Steve Rogers as a statue.
But I agree with you though, Juwaan. I think what's happening is with and I think Joel said it too. It was Joel or Pete? One of you guys said it. The fact that Doc Ock's been chirping in his ear, I think he's also gotten to the humanity side of not only Doc Ock but of Spider-Man. That's why he doesn't want Strange to destroy them, and he steals that thing from them.
Yeah, maybe that's
this is really interesting. This is really, really, really interesting.
So I don't think it's Spider-Man that has to kill them. I think Strange was about to. That's why he stole the thing.
Maybe Strange said, "You know what? You are a child." Like Joel said.
Let's raise another point here. If we remember back in the original Doctor Strange movie, after he killed Scott Adkins' character, and he freaked out from that because, he had that whole, I took an oath to do no harm, the Hippocratic oath. So why all of a sudden would he be like, I'm just going to kill these motherfuckers out of the blue? That's a little out of character for Doctor Strange.
A lot of things feel
Not
like
that I'm going to allude to anything else, but I'm just saying.
He's Mephisto. We know this.
I'm just saying, Joe.
Yo, I almost
does
ended
seem
this whole
okay.
live. I almost ended this whole live. Let's go through before we finish up. Let's go through a few of these comments. Listener Jim, coming back from a 2-week cruise. Congrats, listener Jim. What's up, Jay? What's up, Mr. E? This is beyond awesome. Willem Dafoe, crackhead goblin. No, that's not the crackhead goblin.
God, I hope it's not. I hope it's not.
Yeah, I think they know better. It's Superior Strange. I'm calling it. That's from Jay.
Superior Strange?
Interesting.
What's that?
What if?
Superior Strange.
Oh, the what ifs?
Strange Supreme.
Yeah, Strange Supreme. Yeah.
Sandman should be an ally at this point since he's technically not evil. So I guess he's only working for the villain so he can go home. Maybe he'll turn good at the end. I don't know.
I don't need that twist again. But like I said, I never seen him as a villain anyway. That's why it didn't make sense that they brought him back.
Yeah. Pete, you got a shout out. Love Electro's redesign. I agree. One of my dark theories for Doc Ock was that he's actually dead and the tentacles are controlling him like a puppet. Well, I mean, that's technically what he was in the original Spider-Man 2 movie. That was the whole point of why at the end, when you saw the chip kind of crack, he kind of came back into his own.
Minus the dead part.
Wait, minus the what?
Minus the dead part. He's not dead.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, well,
I mean, he wasn't dead in Spider-Man 2 is what I'm saying. So
Right.
if he is dead here, that's like the it's like Weekend at Bernie's then. You got the tentacles walking him around.
They should have left the glasses on.
Right.
That would have been great.
All right, let's finish up this trailer.
You're struggling. Everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just cracked the damn code right there.
What?
Wait a minute. Look at this again. Pay close attention to Lizard, right? Keep your eyes on Lizard and look where he's jumping compared to where Spider-Man's jumping. Watch.
Okay.
Called clever editing.
Lizard's looking at someone and jumping towards them, and it's not that Spider-Man. There's clearly two other fucking people in this shot that they edited out.
And they've edited it out like usual?
Yeah, look,
Good
I'm
catch.
gonna show it one more time, bro. That's so clear as day.
Good catch.
And again, I'm not saying it like I'm MacGuffin or anything, but I'm just saying you can notice it clear.
Yeah.
You see him looking at someone else as he's jumping.
Well, there are 3 villains in this scene.
In this scene, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's 3-on-1. It looks like it's 3-on-1.
Electro don't look like much like he's looking at Tom Holland either.
I'm thinking, you know what it is? I'm thinking they're recognizing their respective Spider-Man and they're lunging towards it because it's 3 guys lunging to.
But Holland doesn't
Holland's
have.
got 2 of them on.
Holland doesn't have a Spider-Man.
Holland doesn't have a respective villain on his.
Which is why I think he's probably headed towards Sandman
or Vulture.
And when this scene goes to the next frame, if you look behind Tom Holland, you can actually see the Statue of Liberty's torch and the shield in front of it.
Yeah, you can see the back of the shield.
I love it, Pete. I love it.
I saw the torch.
There.
Yes, right there.
Yeah.
Right
well,
there.
Doctor Strange is on the torch at the end of in the last scene.
But we also see the shield like collapse too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it falls.
There it is.
Yeah. Boom. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. You can see the star. Yeah.
This, you know what this feels like? This feels like when you start getting like catching your stride, building a puzzle. Yeah, all these pieces are fitting.
Yeah.
Well, they're replacing the torch with the shield. Is that what's going on?
Wait, what'd you say, Joel?
So they're replacing the torch with the shield. Is basically what they're doing.
Or
no,
they
it's
just add
as
it.
if putting it over it, as if
could
she's
just be
like,
Yeah, but like, what's the point of having the torch and the shield? You're not covering it. So you're basically replacing it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. It seems weird. It for sure does, but I don't understand how. I guess whatever.
So this scene, he's obviously trying to catch MJ. Whether he catches her or not, I think there's going to be one of the other Spider-Men that saves her. Or
I agree.
Both of them.
I was actually thinking maybe a Goblin or one of the villains, but I like that one. I like that better. I like Garfield.
More,
maybe
I want Garfield.
Garfield's like, secure the neck.
Garfield's gonna save her.
You just see
Garfield's gonna
Garfield
save
come
her.
and swoop her up, and he's just like, no. I won't let you lose one like I did. It's like, you lost one like this? Exactly like this. Like, exactly.
Wu-Tang said it first. You best protect your neck.
So we got here, Mr. E is saying Andrew is definitely edited out. And listener Jim is just
They
like,
both are, yeah.
Yeah.
That old McGuire is taking care of Doc Ock because Doc Ock is loose somewhere too. So is Goblin.
The storm can come through, and I can't stop him.
He's on the torch.
Yeah.
So that
And
seems
then
like
you got-
it's afterwards, though. You know?
You
Yeah,
got
so
all this-
what else could be coming through is the question.
Right. You know, if these eyes are already in, but what else could be coming out?
Well, remember in the in the cartoon, it was like literal, like not just like buildings and like parts of the universe, like structures were coming through and meshing with the other universes, weren't they?
Mhm.
So it doesn't even need to be people; it could just be things, objects. Other universes just merging together.
We're not talking about something that's truly important. And what that is God bless those workers who spent days, months building that statue for that Captain America, only to look on the news and just go, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You have
Right on Liberty Island. Son of a bitch.
no, I mean, look, I think we can all agree we're super excited for this. It looked great. It was exactly what we were hoping it was, to where it seemingly confirmed everything that we were assuming, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they friggin' didn't overshow it. I'm gonna coin that word now. If it's not an official Webster's dictionary word, it is now. I'm happy. I really am.
But it, yeah, okay, yeah. No, you said overshowed it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah,
because they always do that shit. You know, they did it with Halloween Kills. It was just not Marvel, but just trailers always show way too damn much.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I will stand firm on what I was saying before. We all expect that they're in it. So to show it wouldn't have taken away from it. It's only if like Silver Surfer popped up and they showed him, and it's like, bro, I didn't even know he was gonna be in this movie. Why would you show that?
Well,
But
they've held off so far. They've held back the two extra Spider-Man that we assume are in this movie, right? Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Right.
The possibility of Matt Murdock, the lawyer, showing up, and a possible sixth villain to go with the 5 villains they've already confirmed. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
that's more so wishful thinking on our part, Joe.
It better be, because the whole fearsome 5 moniker just doesn't sit well with me.
It's just weird to have 5 and not have 6. Right? It's just weird.
Let me give a quick shout out to listener Jim. Listener Jim was agreeing that he thinks Doc Ock is helping Peter, but he gave a thought. He said he thinks it's possible that this movie ends with Wanda breaching through, which somewhat might not make sense because that's her world. But if she is traveling through dimensions to find her kids, she could be what's causing the rift. And whatever's coming through is because of what she's doing. So it could still be breadcrumbs to Wanda.
Fault again.
Yeah, no, you're right, Joel. Strange's fault again. But yeah, I'm just hoping that line is just out of context, and it's really more so that's when everyone else of that 5 is coming through. Right. And then that's when it starts that whole thing.
Yeah, they've been guilty of that before, dubbing over a line where it's not actually.
Because what wouldn't make sense is if they all defeat all the Sinister Six, and Strange is just like, whoa, remember, this is an almost 3-hour movie. We got more people coming through, Peter. It's like,
Nicholas Hammond. What? He lied. He is in the movie.
It's like, how many people is coming through? I don't know. It's endless. All right, so before we log off for the night, we're not going to do a super long show. Pete, did you ever get a chance to check out the Moon Knight teaser, She-Hulk teaser?
I did, thanks to you, pretty much, because you were on point, just posting all of that shit on Twitter, and it all looked fantastic. I think I'm, based on just what I saw with the trailers, I'm most excited at this point for She-Hulk. I'm happy to see Mark Ruffalo back after watching Shang-Chi, finally. And, seeing that he's human and also the Hulk, like he seems to be able to go back and forth again. So excited to see where that could possibly go. I would like to see a bit more like fight scenes with Moon Knight and less just, it was almost just kind of exposition. And I had like 2 of my friends text me like, yo, it looks good, but I don't know shit about Moon Knight. I was like, well, he's kind of like crazy Batman dressed in white.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's really it. And Joel, to add to that, remember how when we were talking about, you were saying how it could be a guy that he was beating up. We can't really see a body because the cape is so protrusive. There is a I don't want to say scene, but there is a portion in one of the Moon Knight comics where he is legit just beating the shit out of himself because he's picturing that, like, there was this Moon Knight's so insane. There was this one time Moon Knight thought he was fighting alongside Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America. And it was just him acting as Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Captain America because he's so fucking insane. So I'm like, it could be he thought he was fighting someone, but there's no one there. But Joel, I want you to go into this because you made a really good point about Moon Knight now that we're talking about him. You want to go into what you were saying you hope they go into, because it looks like they might be avoiding that with the whole yeah, go ahead. I don't want to go into it for you. Go ahead.
What do you mean the whole him being a mercenary?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and being that his initial come to Jesus moment with Khonshu was when he's in the desert and they left for dead, and they bring him into the temple, and that's when he is chosen by Khonshu to become the Moon Knight, or whatever the fuck. I don't want to lose that aspect of it in the show, because they don't seem to be showing that part of it. It seems like there's a museum and stuff like that, and that's all cool and all, but that's a real, that origin is interesting, him being a merc, and that's him starting that way, and him always being crazy is one thing, but like, I don't want to lose that aspect of it. Like him, that's where it was in the desert after losing a battle to Bushman, you know what I mean? All that extra shit.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how far they go with this story, because Mark was broken down a lot before being left for dead. So it'll be interesting to see how far they go, but Pete, I was telling Joel and Joe, it looks like I'm getting Mr. Knight. And that was really all I was ever asking for.
That's when he wears the suit.
Yes, that's when he wears the suit. That one shot in the trailer,
The white
where he
gloves?
has gloves on and he's leaning against the bus. Even though he doesn't have the mask on, I think they were probably, if he's wearing it in that scene, they weren't going to show you the mask at any point of Moon Knight in that teaser. So I still have faith that I'm gonna get Misfit. You just have to, like if you're gonna have all these other personas, why wouldn't you have that?
He's wearing a white jacket and light gloves. There's no other reason to be wearing.
Yeah.
Joel, you know my luck, bro. You know my luck. My luck will be he just was at a business meeting and was wearing white gloves.
Nobody wears white gloves.
All right, so and I did want to mention this, Joel. I checked out an interview Feige did in September after Shang-Chi, like a few weeks after that, where the guy was asking him about Banner being Banner and his arm not looking disfigured, and he was alluding to no, that wasn't a mistake, that wasn't an oversight. You'll get answers seemingly in She-Hulk. And I think it's just really interesting that even if he can revert back to being Banner, his arm still should be mangled. And the fact that it's not is very interesting.
Well, it's in a sling.
It could just be healing very slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, that is possible. But remember, the Russo brothers said, and again, it's a whole bunch of retconning going on in the MCU, but the Russo brothers said that's permanent.
Yeah, but they asses ain't directing no more, so sorry, boys.
Right. But they were saying how permanent all that was going to be. The look of it.
They said it was going to be permanent.
Right.
But you know what wasn't permanent was their job. So
in the She-Hulk trailer, when he's Bruce, not when he's Hulk, because that could be any timeline. That could have been before the events of Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's Bruce, he's not in any sling. But in the end credit scene to Shang-Chi, spoiler alert, he has a sling, but his arm isn't mangled or burned. It's just regular.
Right.
So he's obviously healing. So I'm assuming maybe by She-Hulk he'll be completely healed.
Well, here's the thing: if they're going the route, and I'm like they have to, that he gives her blood. He has to give her blood
transfusion.
I think he had to figure out a way to revert back to Bruce, because you can't give her the blood of you as the Hulk. Because you can't, you won't be able to stick yourself special needles and whatnot. Like you had to revert back to Bruce Banner to give your blood.
Easier becoming human and
right. So I think, and I love this, by the way. I think through him figuring that out is how he figures out, hey, this is how you could do it. No anger, everything's normal. It's more so control. You are completely in control of your whole
until it breaks and I get angry again.
Wasn't the thing about She-Hulk was her transformation was permanent?
Yeah. At one point.
I think this might go the route that she can revert back but chooses not to. I think this might go that route. But I don't think we ever have to worry about on her off day. She's just like, no, I'm going to just go back to regular. Like, no, I think she will make it a point to stay She-Hulk full time. But I think they are going to make it to where they can revert if they want to. So it's not as permanent. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But yeah, no, those the teasers we got outside of Secret Invasion were great teasers.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marvel, Moon Knight.
We didn't get anything for Secret Invasion besides that image of Fury, right?
Yeah,
no, that was it.
I didn't think so.
That was it. But Pete, I did want to ask you because I know how much you love it. X-Men the animated series, man.
Dude, thank you for making the post of like, this is the cast that's confirmed to be returning so far, because that was pretty much my main question was, those voices became so iconic that's, even if I'm reading an X-Men comic, that's who I hear in my head. They even were ported over to the Marvel versus Capcom and Marvel Superheroes arcade games and shit. Like that's what Wolverine sounds like. That is it to me. Period. Done.
That's the blueprint. I called them like Juwaan. That's the blueprint for Wolverine. That man right there.
Yeah.
That voice, that look, everything.
And I know some of the actors and actresses have passed away since. I'm not quite sure who.
Cyclops.
Cyclops did. I did Professor X. I'm not sure. And is Magneto coming back is another big point for me, because I didn't I bounce back and forth. Like I wanted to have like your post, Juwaan, and IMDb at the same time. Like,
That's a good idea. I should look that up because I know the one I looked out for was obviously Wolverine, but Gambit too. I was like, and you get
that's true. Yeah.
I did
Pete,
I did speak to Cal Dodd, who is for anyone out there, is the voice of Wolverine. He's super excited. He can't wait to get back in the mode of this. He fucking loves Wolverine so much, man.
That's awesome.
And like you and Joel were saying, that's him. It's the same way when you think of Batman. A lot of people think Keaton, and a lot of people immediately think Kevin Conroy.
I hear Kevin Conroy. Every comic I read.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's actually a great documentary on YouTube. I don't know where it came from before, but it was just one of those, like I left YouTube on, fell asleep, and I woke up in the middle of it. It was like just an hour and a half of the history of Batman the animated universe, the animated series. It was fantastic.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, with interviews with the whole cast and crew and everything. I'm like, it must be on some other, DC thing, whether it was the old DC Universe ad, maybe it's on HBO Max somewhere. I don't know. But either way, it's on YouTube. And it was pretty damn cool. I also, going back to the X-Men animated series, I saw a few of the redesigns, and they're not drastic, which I think is really good. So many new cartoons come out, and I absolutely want to throw up all over my TV when I see them. Like He-Man Revelations had its redesigns. I didn't think that was bad as far as like the new character designs go. I'm not saying anything about the story or anything like that. But these characters still they have the general look of how we left them off back in 1997.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to have it back, man.
Do we have a release date on that?
2023.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all we got.
Yeah, 2023. So Kanan just posted on Twitter. Huge shouts out to Kanan. This trailer was shortened, and the Sony Brazil page had released this trailer. Only a minute of it, right? And in that minute of it, they show at the end of this trailer Lizard being kicked, but not by Tom Holland. Like you see him going like that, and then like falling backwards. So thank you, Sony Brazil. I appreciate you.
Is that up now or is it taken down?
No, well, you probably can't go to their actual. I don't know if they have the actual.
We have it up.
I'll fly to Brazil right now.
We have it up on our. We have it up on our Twitter. We have it up on our Twitter.
Okay. Speaking of Brazil and other countries, what is this bullshit about the UK getting Spidey 3 2 days before we do? So these fucking bastards can be posting spoilers all over the internet.
Is
this their revenge for 1776? Is this how they get us back?
Their revenge for Let There Be Carnage. A lot of people, I think we got it first. I remember.
Nobody cares about Let There Be Carnage. There was like 4 people that gave a shit.
I know. Trust me, I know. I wasn't one of them. But apparently that's what I'm worried about too, man.
It's okay, guys. Look, it's as simple as now that you know, you just have to avoid social media.
Just stay off the damn internet for 2 whole days.
It's only 2 days. It's only 2 days.
I can live. I'll live.
I got a stack of comics I could read in the meanwhile.
Yeah, you could do it. It's not that difficult. All right. Before we get out of here, Mr. E says, I wonder how Wanda's storyline will affect Kang. I don't think it's hard, and it's why I tell you guys I despise the multiverse. I despise time travel because I don't know how this works. They've shown us 10 people that have affected the multiverse, right? I don't know who is concurrent with who and what is what. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys got ideas, please speak on it, but I have no idea.
Well, at the end, I immediately thought, like I said, it's almost like the live action Spider-Verse because it looked glitchy. It looked like the colors were similar, but if I'm not mistaken, it's also purple, and that's how Loki ended with that purple color with Kang and with that with the fracturing of that timeline. I don't know if we're going to get the ramifications of those events in here. I think we might get those events in here rather than WandaVision. I think, but Doctor Strange is the next film after this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might, I don't know. It could be one. I don't know.
Well, I'll say this: there's no Kang in Doctor Strange.
No, I know that. I don't think Kang is going to make a.
Oh.
But I think I'm just saying maybe whatever's coming through isn't necessarily just because of the spell breaking. It could also be.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's the multiverse. Right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But it has to be something that is connected to Doctor Strange because it's a continuous plot that just leaks right into his movie.
Mhm.
So whatever that is, if that takes place after they've defeated everybody, right? It's something that is personally affecting Strange heading into his movie. Like, I don't think whatever comes out is something we'll then see Peter have to fight off in like the last 20 minutes of the movie. Like, I don't think that. That's probably more so in credit, black screen,
Doctor Strange.
and then like Joel was saying, and then you'll see Doctor Strange again in Multiverse of Madness and blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't know. I fucking hate the multiverse.
I saw the thing the Brazil trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, very blatant. It's very blatant. Not even trying to hide it. I was like, oh, that's.
When I
terrible.
tell you, it's so obvious. When you see it, you just go, oh, well, you just confirmed it.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta really go look at the shit.
Because here's the funny thing. I just saw Andrew Garfield do an interview, right, on Good Day America or whatever, where he's just swearing, I'm not in this movie. Like, I'm trying to tell you guys, please believe me. And it's like,
one of y'all motherfuckers kicked him in the face, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't Toby. You don't know that motherfucker.
That's all I'm saying. So all I'm saying is, all right, Andrew, if you're not in this movie, they recasted your Spider-Man. There's another Spider-Man in this movie.
Got to look alike.
Yeah. So I mean, come on. Mr. E also says, so do they plan on doing anything with Scorpion? So our original thought was this Sinister Six will be defeated by the 3 Spider-Men. And in the wake of the defeat of the Sinister Six, they will create Tom Holland's Sinister Six.
It will inspire.
Will inspire, right?
The MCU Sinister Six, which will, who knows, be what.
Well, we can let's just go off of who we have. Off of who we have only.
Vulture,
Scorpion, Shocker, and that's really it, right?
And possibly Mysterio.
I think Mysterio's alive.
If he's still alive.
Okay, that's fine. We'll add Mysterio, so that's 4.
And maybe Chameleon, if they wanted to introduce Chameleon.
Maybe Chameleon. Maybe.
Okay.
That's a real dark horse there. I don't think that's good.
Only reason I'll leave that out is we got his name knowing who the character is, but we got nothing else leading to us to think that he's going to become.
And there's rumors that he's the villain in Kraven. And as right now, we still don't know how that connects with the rest of the universe. So
yeah, I don't know. So
shit! I just saw it.
It's blatant, right?
His head just goes boom for no fucking reason.
That's what I'm saying. So clearly, someone over there in that Brazil set was just like, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to put that in." Shit.
Yeah, the scene lasted just a smidge too long, and I was at first you miss it because I was looking at Sandman's fist coming up. I was like, "Oh, they lasted the scene longer," and I'm like, "I missed it. What the fuck are we talking about?"
You know what? Time out. I'm going to say this. If the rumors were true and Sony and Marvel and MCU were going back and forth on whether or not to add them in, I swear to God, Amy Pascal put that in that Brazil shit.
Probably.
In there. I swear she said, look,
leave it. Fuck it.
We won't put it in the US one. We'll leak that shit in that Brazil one. To have people thinking they are in this movie. Yeah, there you go.
That is the most obvious fuck up.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Shout out to Kanan, man. I swear to God, that man misses nothing.
That's a good eye, man. That's good.
All right, so I got a couple questions for you guys. Joe, I'm going to start with you. Mr. E asked, quick question for you guys. Who are your top 5 favorite Spider-Man villains? Start with you, Joe.
Top 5?
Mm-hmm.
Venom was always one of my favorites. I don't know why. I used to love Hobgoblin. Now, Hobgoblin, I know there's like 3 or 4 variations of Hobgoblin in the comics. Hobgoblin was one. Doc Ock, if you're going to go like mainstream, was probably one of my always one of my other favorites. I like Kingpin from the video games. I know he's also a Daredevil villain, but I do like Kingpin as a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
And Electro, but classic Electro.
I like that. I see Sony giving all the pages that are promoting this trailer a shout out. I noticed Sony Brazil didn't get any shout outs. I'm wondering when Brazil gets their shout out because they're the real MVP of today. Pete, I'm gonna go to you. Who's your top 5 Spider-Man villains?
All right. Off the top of my head, real quick, Doc Ock for sure. Always was one of my number ones. Venom, back when he was a villain, and Carnage, before it was, kind of destroyed by the movies.
Yes.
And before Venom was just, I don't know. I'm not with the whole anti-hero thing. I don't mind Venom being an anti-hero, but I still want him to hate Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Scorpion was always one of my favorites. I love the duds, man. The whole spike on the tail thing, that's pretty fantastic. I had a couple obscure ones too, because I don't want to just name the entirety of the Sinister Six, even though they are pretty damn fantastic.
If it's your favorite, it's your
Like
favorite.
what you like, homie.
I know that there's a couple that I'm forgetting that I just cannot think of at the moment. You know who I always did kind of like was Man Mountain Marco as well. Just to give that's an obscure one. And I don't know. I guess I guess I'll go with Mysterio. That storyline where he fucked with Daredevil, and just the idea of what he did in Old Man Logan. That's pretty badass.
That's my favorite. There is not a better villain arc in my mind that Mysterio has ever had than that arc in Old Man Logan. It's chef's kiss. It was beautiful. That's the ultimate mindfuck what he did. I love it. It's
like, why did you do it? He's not even one of your villains. Like, because I could.
Because I could. It's as simple as that. Because I could. And it worked. Wolverine didn't even for a second try to see things clearly. He just immediately on go. Mm-hmm. I'm killing everybody. Like, not even trying to stop them. I'm murdering everybody. Joel, who's your top 5?
That's tough. There's so many good Spider-Man villains. And you have your classic. How do you go 5 when you know there's a good 6? At least, you know what I mean?
Good 6. You can probably go further than 6.
That's what I'm saying. At least 6. I mean, there's so many good villains. Like, top Spider-Man, Green Goblin, because I think that's his main foe. Yeah. Obviously Venom, because that's a fan favorite villain who's more like now he kind of plays both sides, and he has been for a long time, so it's not like it's a new thing like other villains we've been getting. Always liked Craven. Always I enjoyed the character of Craven. There's a like obviously Doc Ock and Scorpion. I can go through all the normal ones, but like obscure like the Spot. I don't know if you guys remember the Black.
Oh, the Spot.
Yeah, and he could go through like every spot. I love that episode.
He got pretty badass when he was pulling off like that Doctor Strange and Wong move, where
Yes,
and
yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I love that episode because he was such a weird. I'm just weird character, but I always loved his look and what he can do. I'm like, that's cool, portals and shit. And then Puma was another character I really liked. Like the look of Puma was cool looking.
One, yeah,
I like that one. I mean, there's so many. It's hard to like narrow down, but yeah, those are probably a couple off the top of my head.
All right, I'm going Craven. I'm going Hydro Man. I'm going Scorpion. I'm going Shocker, and then I'm going Doc Ock. That's my 5. I just the animated Spider-Man the animated series just made me have a beautiful outlook on those characters, especially Hydro Man only wanting to kill Spider-Man because he took his girl. I love the simplicity of that. I love the simplicity of New York only has one hot girl, and I refuse to let you take her from me. So I'm going to kill you. I love that. Just the simple things. All right. Listener Jim, I think he's just says Venom, but I think he's alluding to he thinks Venom was part of maybe either what was coming through or what was part of that last.
We might see Venom in an after credits scene, I think.
Venom fucking shows up.
If he shows up in that end fight and he completes the 6, I won't necessarily like that he completes the 6, but just having him there will be pretty cool. Because think about it, only one person will know who that is. Not that specific, not Tom Hardy's incarnation, but Venom.
Right.
And it's only Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He immediately is gonna go get bells, get this, get that. And they're gonna be like,
that is much scarier than I had to deal with.
Get
that
Reed
thing?
Richards. Get Reed Richards. I need help.
Yeah. I need the bagman.
How much money do you think they offered Toby to come back? I really think Toby's gotten a bad rep. I think they paid him a shit ton of money. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was that. I think he would have loved the idea of coming back to
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was. It's just like saying, how much money do you think they had to offer Michael Keaton? I think Michael Keaton relished at the idea of putting that suit back on. I think he always loved the idea of coming back. If the story was good,
100%.
That's like one of those, like they make the phone call and they do the aside shot to Michael Keaton, or in this case Tobey Maguire answering the phone, and he's already wearing the suit, like just on it's a Tuesday, and he's like, yeah, I'll totally do it.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't picture that for someone more than I do what's his name who plays Daredevil. I think whenever he got that call, he was just like, Feige, I'm actually sitting in the suit right now. And it's like, no.
I am talking to you as I wear the mask.
I am in the suit sipping vino right now. And it's like, well, perfect. Come on down.
He's like, good, because we have a better costume for him.
Right. And we got something comic accurate. You can.
And when I say suit, it's an actual suit, my glasses, and a walking cane.
He gets there and he's like, all right, where's the Daredevil costume? And he said, oh, no. I never said that. I said suit.
Armani suit.
Go put your suit on. All right. Mr. E says there are alternate versions of Mysterio that could appear in the future. Think Ultimate Universe. I don't want to think that hard. I want to think as simple as Quentin Beck did not die.
Right. I don't think he died. I think he's full of shit. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The guy who is a master illusionist, you're telling me didn't have a last illusion to pull out of the bag? Yeah. Come on now.
Don't believe it.
Trayvon says it was a great trailer. Yeah, it absolutely was a great trailer.
Very good trailer, yes.
This was awesome. This was really, really, really good. We've actually been spoiled over the course of the last month and a half of trailers. That Batman trailer, and the fast forward to the Spider-Man trailer, the Moon Knight teaser. It's been really good. Really, really, really good. And I can't wait till that Doctor Strange trailer. That's just gonna
multiverse.
Hopefully we don't get another trailer to this before the movie comes out.
No, we'll get like 15 TV spots.
Yeah. No. I don't even think they'll do that. And here's why. Everyone always says, well, you're guaranteed to get TV spots. I always remind people, Civil War didn't have TV spots. It didn't have TV spots to the movie. It had one.
That was Marvel. Sony does its marketing differently, no?
If this trailer shows us anything, ignore Brazil. If this trailer shows us anything, it shows that clearly they're willing to play ball with Kevin. And Kevin's mindset is less is more.
Because Ghostbusters Afterlife, there's a new TV spot every day. With a different scene. I'm like,
I think that's more so to just drive the hype. You don't have to drive a hype for a Spider-Man. Yeah. You don't have to do that. You could release one trailer and people would be like, I'm there.
That's how I felt.
You didn't need one trailer. Most fans just going to go regardless. Just let me know what's happening. That's all.
I'm just picturing Joel just like, oh, a movie's happening? All right, I'll be there. You don't even want to know what it's about? No, it's Spider-Man, right? Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
I'm there.
All right. I want to thank Joe, Pete, and Joel for joining me on this trailer breakdown. We are all very passionate Spider-Man fans, so I wouldn't have wanted to do this with anybody else. And thank you, everybody in the comment section. You guys were amazing. I'm glad I remembered to check the comment section.
Thank you for commenting.
Because Katie kept telling me, like, fix the title. Your title looks horrible. And I'm like, all right. So I went to go change it, and I'm just like, we have comments. That's right. Okay. Mr. E said if you left it up to Sony, they would have spoiled the whole third act. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. They would have. Shit. Brazil trying its hardest. They were trying. If Brazil had their way, we would have heard Venom's voice in this teaser. In this
I
trailer.
think
Some poor bastard making 6 cents an hour definitely got fired for that.
if you look at that Sandman picture, it kind of looks like John Bernthal. You sure it's not John Bernthal?
Bro, Joel, don't you dare start a rumor that Punisher pops up to help out Spider-Man.
That's great.
Oh shit.
Man, oh goodness. All right, I got some more stuff to tell you guys when we get off air. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We had a blast. And first of all, let's just go around really quickly. Joe, you're gonna be doing a trailer review on your page, right?
The minute we done. Yes. I already got it. Up. I got the trailer. I've been staring at Tom Holland's head on top of that bridge or whatever he is. I'm ready to go. Yes.
All right, so guys, go over to Just Your Average Joe YouTube page, because I'll be over there with Joe for you guys to check that out. If you have more to talk about, head over there. Pete, what we got coming up for you?
I've actually got a couple of things in the works. We've got a review coming for Midnight Mass and some other movie, and that should be Thursday. I'm finally going to see Eternals tomorrow with Joe and our other boy Frank, so we can get a review of that finally going. I'm working on another one of those top 5, top 10 lists that I did for the top 5 horror comics. I've got the results of that contest to do. So if anybody wants in on that contest, just go over to the video, top 5 horror comics that you've probably never read or heard of. Drop a comment, and that's your entry into the contest. I'm going to pick it all out of the old shiny Marty McFly hat on the next episode. That's all you got to do is just drop a comment in there. And I'm going to do another one for the holiday season after, everything kind of settles down. Once I get that show done, I want to do just top 5 or top 10. I haven't decided. Toys that I never had when I was a kid. Because I was very blessed as a child, but there were some that I never got. Obviously, the flag is one of them. Spoiler alert. But I'm trying not to, make. There's others out there that I did want, but never managed to get my grubby mitts on. And that caveat that I still don't have, because there's some shit that I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go buy myself. The dawn of eBay. I never had the original Optimus Prime, but eBay hit, bought myself Optimus Prime and Megatron.
That's how I feel. I never got the original Optimus Primal for Beast Wars.
Oh yeah, Primal. Shit, I never had either. Fuck. eBay.
Well, I think you owe it to yourself to get yourself that masterpiece Optimus Primal. I think that'll be about $125, $150, whatever it is. Yeah, they are pricey, but damn, man, once you have your first masterpiece Transformer, you'll never look back. The quality is so amazing.
Look,
I'm gonna dig out my Beast Wars toy soon.
I think you should.
If we learned anything, we are a horrible influence on people. Poor Joe. Joe came on one episode and came back and was just like, I bought so much shit. I'm so sorry, Joe. I'm so sorry.
No, it's true. It's definitely true. It's my own fault, though.
Yeah.
I blame
I blame us because we were trying to achieve that. We were trying to make it so everyone goes out and buys all the figures in the world.
I just bought new tires, so I'm kind of strapped for that.
But Joel, you can't transform those, okay? Return them and go get Optimus Prime. Okay?
I needed I was forced to get new tires today, actually.
See,
those aren't cheap.
This is why Juwaan is horrible at adulting. Because if I had to choose between getting new tires and getting Optimus Primal, I'd be on fucking hubcaps. creating sparks everywhere.
This is how bad it's actually getting. I'm looking at one, like I've said before on this show, that Big Bad Toy Store is great, but they're sometimes pretty late with getting their shipments in and stuff. Mm-hmm. So one of the Transformers that I've been wanting was this chromed out Grimlock. And it's huge too. It's like, I don't know, like 12, 13 inches or something like that. One of the other websites got it in as well, and they're taking pre-orders on it. So I'm like, I have the pre-order on BBTS, but do I just get the other pre-order and then sell the second one like it might come down to that. Like whichever one comes first, I don't
Yeah.
care because I want it. Right? That's a good idea. Like I should do that, right?
I would do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is why I needed you guys. Like I needed to
Yeah.
just kind of run that by you. I need that bad influence in my life.
We are soothing and very much corruptible.
Do it.
But Joe, I'd like to join in your show as well. I just got something to do real quick. So send me the link. I'm gonna chime in, but by the time I do, I will have already placed that order.
Okay. No, I'm hoping. I was hoping that whoever wants to come on. We're
Yeah,
good.
I'm totally down.
Shout out to Mr. E. He said he just subscribed to your page, Joe, and your page, Pete.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
I
sir.
appreciate that very much. Thank you.
I'm sorry in advance.
I'm just picturing Mr. E watching the first Pete's Basement video. No, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
absolutely.
God, not
Just
the first
Travis,
episode. Don't go to the first episode. That's for sure.
Oh, please don't.
And Joel, we just did our episode of Much to Do About Nothing. Where we broke down a lot of Disney Plus Day, a lot of the shows that we're watching, and whatnot. Please, everyone. I know a lot of you guys watching might not be familiar with this, but I beg you to please watch it this weekend because I want a season 2. Hit Monkey drops on Hulu tomorrow. Go watch it. Please, please, please go watch it. I need season 2, and I need Deadpool to interact with fucking Hit Monkey. Voice. I need it more than anything. Go watch that show. But all right. So for me, I just did an interview with Alan Maldonado. If you guys aren't familiar with him, he was in the new hit series Heels. So that was a really good interview. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Joel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Who it is, yeah.
So I asked him. He said he's training for season 2. I asked him, "Is there a script yet?" He said, "No, they're not. They're not there yet." So I'm like,
That's
"Oh."
good. I mean, I'm happy. Yeah, I actually just found out what his actual name was because I see him everywhere, and I'm like, who? I need to know his name.
We were talking about so much. The guy's just really passionate about acting. It was a great interview. I'll be putting it up soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But outside of that, thank you guys, and please head over to Just Your Average Joe, and just wait on us to start over there.
Yeah, we'll be on in a
Thank
few
you,
minutes.
guys. All right.
Send me the link. I want to go.